lights are on today, so you can see my face a little better, much to your dismay. I spent some time trying to figure out who to play as the other investigator now that I lost Trish to my greed or my inattention to detail. I didn't realize that I had only one more turn. If I had noticed that, I could have played my way to a safe resolution, but I'm going to keep the choices that I made. So I eventually settled on Monty. I'm not super excited about it, but it's what I'm gonna do. I'm playing with Underworld support, which is a pretty mid card to a lot of people, but I like it a lot, especially when you're gonna play with unique cards. Um, so what it does is reduces your total deck size by 5, but it limits you to playing one of each card. So what it does is it makes your experience go further because you're going to find more cards that have experience on them, and importantly, it makes your cards that are exceptional um, better because you're more likely to find them as well. It makes card drawing and card filtering better, so we're going to have some of that, which you'll see in the deck, and then as we get more experience, we'll also get more of that. So Monty gets 5 level 0 cards. So we're starting with the Dream Diary. We do intend to upgrade it, and at that point it'll open up a level 0 Seeker slot. We may or may not use that, we'll see. It will cost us 1 experience to do so. If we choose instead to buy Adaptable from the Rogue tree, no, we can't because that costs an experience. Never mind. So we have to spend 1 experience to put a 0 in. I might put Eureka in, which is the card that's not here that I thought about playing the most. But for now, we have the Dream Diary, Dr. Milan, Deduction, Practice Makes Perfect, and Shortcut. Um, we have some targets for the deduction. For the Practice Makes Perfect. They're just Perception and Deduction for now. Manual Dexterity is innate, and Watch This is a Gambit. Quick Thinking is innate, and then this is innate. So none of those are legal targets. That said, Practice Makes Perfect goes 9 cards deep. We only have a 25 card deck, 5 cards starting hand, etc., etc. So we should be able to know what our chances of hitting either Perception or Deduction are. And it gives us a second use of it, so it'll put it into our hand after it succeeds. So it's a way to get 2 uses out of some pretty powerful cards for us. Otherwise, we have some other things here. We have some things to use our agility. So we have Backstab, Breaking and Entering, and Cheap Shot, and Slip Away. Some ways to make money, some ways to use that money. We have Aeon Chart and Cigarette Case. We have a couple of hand items. So we're looking to start and get our Dream Diary down and get it translated, but we have Magnifying Glass to help. Luckily, it can be returned. This is the upgraded one. We did take in the thick of it, so we got Hiking Boots, an Aeon Chart, and a Magnifying Glass. We will be upgrading to the full-fledged Aeon chart and maybe some other things. I was really also thinking about getting a backpack for him. We are pretty item heavy and we can continue to be item heavy, so I think that's going to be in the cards. Backpack goes 12 deep when it's upgraded, so in a 25 card deck you're very likely to see the thing that you want to see, especially because you're going to have your 5 cards out in your opening hand, right? So now we're down to a 20 card deck, so you're only not seeing 8. So you're going to most likely hit some good things. Anyway, we're going to head back into here. You can see I was looking through what the next mission is going to be, and it turns out that since only one person has been crossed off, it's going to be the Forbidden Peaks. We need to meet with our companions. So if you remember, William Dyer died in the plane crash, so he's not an option. But instead, we can add Dyer's sketches, and I'm pretty confident in my memory that that's a quite good thing. So we're going to pull back Ice and Death, and we're going to go to Forbidden Peaks. And so these are the expedition story assets. Those were the items that we tried to recover. These are the mountainside locations, which we'll deal with. That's the summit up there. This is the Tequila Lee deck. We need to replace Trish with Monty. Make sure the play areas are clear. They are, so we'll build. And then we need to go up to the top area while these are loading in and change. So Monty does have in the thick of it, but I was kidding when I put all these up to maximum. Obviously, that was from Trish dying. So we're gonna put Monty here, or I guess we'll call him Monterey up in the official titles, right? There was 2 frost tokens. They're still there. Okay, that's good. These things are here. This is Monty. So we have in the thick of it and Underworld support. Essence of the Dream. Okay. And then we need to change our role, so we are not going to be a player, we're going to be the GM. The Tequila Lee deck is there. These cards are for Diana. Alright. Where are they in here maybe? Yes, the memorials are over here. Okay, we'll pull these out. And I believe Dyer's sketches are quite good. I don't know why I pulled out that. I want Dyer's sketches. There they are. Okay. Right? Play during any window, draw 3. Yeah, so we're going to put that into Monterey's deck. So we're going to meet with him. We're also going to meet with Avery. So Avery is going to remove one of the frost tokens from the bag. So we'll take that out. And then we have one more remaining, and I think for storyline reasons alone, I'm going to choose Amy Kensler. So we're going to do that. Amy Kensler is sharing her research with us. So we're going to hop over here. Amy Kensler is sharing her research. Oop, misspelled it. With us. So we've done that, and now we are to the Forbidden Peaks. Alright, so those were the 3 people that we met with. Right, let me make sure I'm checking a few numbers across that one time, or 3 of the sections. Yeah, so we did William Dyer, we grabbed his sketches. We did Kensler, she's sharing her research with us. And Claypool removed a token. And then Roald Ellsworth is still alive, so we get to read this fun little rapport between them. And then we don't do any of these. Restful Night 2, we are now going to go to Scenario 2, the Forbidden Peaks. We don't do this because we have saved too many people. Only one person was lost. Alright, so Fatal Mirage we're not doing, so we skip ahead. Skip. And we get to Scenario 2, the Forbidden Peaks. Alright. Check your campaign log, and for each one that applies, check. So did we get the wooden sledge? I do not believe we did. So we need to come over here. Nope, we got many things, but the wooden sledge was not one of them, so we're going to add a frost token to the bag. Then we're going to come down here. Avery Claypool is alive, so we suffer no effects. That's great. Takata is alive, so no effects. And we did not scout the mountain pass. Okay, intro 2, read along, and go to setup. Alright, so we're going to do some setting up. Each investigator, we can get another friend. Okay, nobody is checkmarked, so we don't get their resolute versions. So that's fine. So we just get the regular versions, which are the ones that we already have set up. Gather all the cards, including the Tequila deck. Shuffle the 7 mountainside locations. Oop, I had muted myself. I fixed that. Shuffle the 7 mountain lines. We can put 5 into play in a diagonal line. Set the remaining 2 aside out of play. Put the summon into play at the top. The position is zoned from 0 to 5. Okay. Alright, add an Elder Thing to the bag, so let's do that quick. Alright, we're going to take these locations, shuffle, and then we're going to just start down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to condense it a little bit because I don't think it should be this far apart. It's just too much bookkeeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's going to be 6 total. So no matter what, it's going to be a little off. So let's do it like that, I suppose. All right. Set these 2 aside out of play. It said it didn't say to remove them from the game, so we'll keep them around. Okay. So the one at the bottom will be considered the level 0 location. We're going to reveal that and start there. Check the supplies recovered and put everything there at the level 0 and remove the rest from the game. Set the things aside. We're not playing on the extra difficulty, so we don't have to add any Doom. Put the Tequila cards into your deck. Shuffle the encounter cards. You're ready to begin, and you're basically the one above you and below you you're connected to, and we don't read that until we're supposed to. Okay, so now we're going to take these story assets and bring them over here. So green soapstone is one that we have. The wooden sledge, sadly, we did not get. Dynamite we did. Miasmic crystal we did. Mineral specimen we did. The radio we did not, and the spare parts we did. So all of these are going to be at level 0 with us. Okay. After you move here from a location below it, discard 3 cards and draw weaknesses. So fortunately we won't have to do that. It also has a pretty low shroud value, so that's cool. You cannot move up until all of the clues have been discovered. So that's something that we're going to have to work on. Okay, we're going to shuffle this, we're going to shuffle this, we're going to shuffle the encounter deck. And it seems like we're ready to play, but let's see how we get these items. We can use an action to take control of one of them. Okay, after you move to a location, return all of your clues to the pool. So you can't bring clues with you. Alright, well, let's see what fun things we found. Dynamite has 2 supply. Spend 1 to deal 3 damage to a location, either yours or one connecting. Deal 3 damage to everything at that location. So that's pretty good. This gives you investigation at skill check 5, and you don't deal with frost tokens, and then you get an extra clue. So we're definitely going to grab that for Diana. When you attack, you can have it deal extra damage, and you get 4 charges on that, so that seems great for Diana. Whenever you draw a Tequili Lee, you cancel it, place it on the bottom of the deck, and draw a card. That's not great right now, but it might become great. And this adds supplies, or gets resources, so that's pretty good. Okay. Alright, so we have to pick our 2 allies. We don't really need evading. We don't need Danforth. Cookie's gonna be busy. We could blank checks. Or blank, from what I remember, there's some pretty nasty ones here for this one. So we're gonna bring this along. And then, I feel like Diana ran into some money issues. So she'll use Takata. Actually, I want to bring the healer. Let's bring Dr. Mala. I just don't want to get hit with damage. So Mani only has 2 physical. He doesn't have any mental. Alright, all of this is set up. We're going to move our cards up here. And we're ready to go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it took Trish 7 games to find her dream diary. Mani starts with it. And that informs a lot of our other decisions. So we're going to... we'll keep Leo for the future. But the other 3, I think, are good to say goodbye to for now. 1, 2... Okay, well, why would we not want Paranoia in our deck? Alright, that's going to be helpful. So we have no choice about the rest of this. So the one bad thing about having a smaller deck also is you're more likely to find your weaknesses. This is not going to be a great mission for Lone Wolf, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Alright, so now it's Diana. Okay, well. Sometimes the game laughs at us. We get... Okay, well that's a great start. We're already happy. Once we have this, that makes everything great. So we're happy we didn't take the investigator because we have 6th Sense now, so we can kind of just do whatever else we want. Now we're looking for ways to generate money. We didn't find it, but we found that water protection we couldn't find for 25 turns in the last game. Alright, so our hands are set. We're going to have Diana go first so she can take the initiative. So we're going to go... or actually, she doesn't have to take the initiative, right? She can just investigate. She's +2. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's just investigate +2. We fail. We'll do that again. We pass, and then 1, 2, 3. We're going to get down our blade in case we have to do copy shenanigans. But that's all 3 of her actions. She'll snag 1 clue. Then for Monty's turn, we're going to fast down our magnifying glass. 1, 2, play Dream Diary. We're going to grab the Essence Order of the Dream. And then we're going to commit it to the test. So we are 5, 6, 7 to 1 is +6. We have succeeded, and we have succeeded by enough to have interpreted the dreams. So, hey. Monty's done right away. We'll come back to this one. Actually, it's already there from when I did it at the end with Trish, the last one. So, alright. The dreams have been interpreted. This gets sent away. We grab a clue, and then Monty gets to do his star effect. We did not, unfortunately, start far away. We were right here, so we are all done. Alright, so that's our 3. We'll go to the upkeep. Oh, we got our bullwhip. Interesting. Alright, we can fight with our agility, so that's pretty neat. And if it succeeds, we can evade as well or deal extra damage. So that's pretty cool. We may end up pulling back the magnifying glass for that later, or just throwing away the diary. We'll see. But that's a future us concern. Diana drew another guts, so she's looking to make some willpower checks. We'll put a doom on the agenda, and we'll draw a card. Let's double check this stuff because I didn't look at it. Alright, get to the top of the mountain, and you can take the items. After you move to a location, return all of your clues to the pool. Alright, so Diana's encounter card. Of course it's not an agility test. Why would it be that? So because of the fact that we didn't have combat to set up, we're going to play Dark Insight. It goes underneath Diana. This gets shuffled back into the encounter deck. When that happens, we get an a willpower, a money, and we draw a card. Okay, well we are definitely ready for some nasty encounter cards. What do we have here? Okay. So there are none in the discard pile, so this will gain Surge, because this one only gets it from the discard pile. Sometimes they tell you to search through the deck. But this is an elder thing, alright. X is the level of your location, so here that's 0, so it becomes a minimum of 1, so it's 1. When it is engaged with you, you cannot move up. Well, that's fine. So Diana's going to go first. She's going to use combat. She's going to play Twilight Blade. And then we're going to commit Guts to the test, and we're going to use our willpower instead. So we're going to be 4 to 3, which is +1. And then we're going to take the initiative to be +4. We could have used our combat, but we wouldn't be able to use both. So this way we're locking out the bag plus drawing a card. So we're +4. We succeeded, so we're going to get our Guts to resolve. We got a wonderful card that's going to help, and this is going to die. So that's action 1. Let's go look at the agenda to see how long we have. We have a little bit of time. So I think it's a good idea here to get down David Renfield. We'll exhaust David Renfield, grab him a Doom, put a Doom on him, and get a money. And then we don't have to do any healing right now. We only have 1 action left, so I think this is a great time to grab this mineral specimen, because that'll help us get the clues off this location faster. So that's Diana's turn. Now Monty can go. We don't need to play the bullwhip, so that's good. We don't need to blank any treachery cards, so we're just going to be investigating. We are +4, so it's a pass. That's a pass. I believe that's also a pass. Let's pull this down so we can check. It is. Great. So we get 3 clues. 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe we don't have to grab any clues with Diana. We'll see next turn. That does get us extra clues, so it might not be the play. Alright, so then we go right to upkeep because we killed all the monsters. Well, that's going to be less effective this game than in previous. Alright, that's a wonderful card. Now we're hoping to take some damage. Doom on the agenda, 3 of 6, and encounter card. Alright, so she drew this monster. She's a little bit more set up now. It also gives us a way to kill off David Renfield, so that's pretty good. Avalanche, if the level of your location is 1 to 4, move down, then test willpower, but it's 0. Since we're not moved, we gain Surge. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We were hoping to not find this friend, but we did. Alright, well, Diana still doesn't have combat, so, or effective combat is a better way to say that. So we're going to take our time here. Let's start by using our Twilight Blade to attack the constricting elder thing. We're going to commit Guts, so we're going to be 5 to 3, which is +2, and that's what we're doing. That is a success, so this will draw us a card, and this will die. Alright, we have 2 actions remaining. How much does it hit for? It hits for 2. We conveniently have I've had worse. So what we're going to do now is we're going to engage as action 2, and then as action 3, we're going to fight. So we are even. We're not expecting to win this fight, but we're just... Actually, before we engage, we can grab another one of these. Yeah, let's grab the soapstone. So first we're going to grab the soapstone, and with our final action we're going to engage, with the intention of using our I've had worse in the combat phase to block the damage, and then we're going to get some cards and money and be able to play a little bit more aggressively next turn. That said, now it's Monty's turn, so Monty's going to try to grab this clue, +4. Or actually, we're going to play Leo first, in case something weird happens. So we... oh, he costs 6 now. Never mind. I forgot I don't have the upgraded one. So sure, we'll take an action to get a resource. Then we'll play Leo, which enables our extra action. We'll investigate at +1 or +4. Our location is 0, so that's a success. And then we're going to move up because I would like to... Oh, actually, I can grab this first, yeah. So instead, I'm going to grab this and then use the fast action to get a resource. Because it's fast. And yeah. Okay. All of that was legal. We move up with Monty. After this is revealed, if it's level 0, place extra clues on it. So we did not. After you move to this from a location below it, place 1 clue on it. Alright, so we lose all of our clues. Oh, I hit upkeep, but that's fine. We lose all of our clues from moving up, and we put 1 clue here from the pool. So basically this is better to not start at because it's super easy to move on from. Okay. So that was my test for this. I moved up. And then it's now the end of my turn. I am 1 location away from my previous location, so I'm going to choose to draw a card. That is a very convenient card for this location. Alright. Diana gets... Oh, I skipped the monster phase because I accidentally hit upkeep. So we're going to use I've Had Worse. We're going to play it underneath us. We're going to get 2 resources from I've Had Worse, 1 from our ability, which also gives us a willpower and draws us a card. As you can see, Diana is very fair and balanced when you can do things like this. So, oh, I should just put another counter on. I should have done this with David during the turn as well. Put another doom on him before because I didn't look. So now we go to 5, and then next turn he'll die. So I'll make sure to kill him now. So then we do encounter cards. Everything's readied. Yep. Okay. These things are still down here in case somebody wants to grab them. But alright, we keep finding these constricting elder things. They're just seeming to pop up over and over and over. Alright. And then we'll do Monty's turn for encounter cards. Wow, we're just getting all the bad guys. Alright, well. So we'll start with Diana, because she's having a fun old time. We're going to do combat, so we're going to fight this constricting elder thing. We are +1, and I'm going to go +2, because I don't want to fail. We're going to fail, though. Ooh, I don't know. Did I not draw with her? I did it manually. Okay, that's fine. So we will fight at +1. Alright. We'll take back our I've Had Worse, which will lose us a willpower, but this will die. We do know that we need David Renfield to die, so instead of fighting our friend here, we're going to move. So first we're going to use David Renfield to get 3 more resources. Actually, because of that, I don't need this, I need this. Yeah. We're going to use David Renfield to get 3 more resources. He gets another doom on him. Then we're going to move up here, which is going to provoke an opportunity attack. We're going to discard the top 3 cards of our deck and draw each weakness drawn this way. I didn't think about that, but it is what it is. Okay, and then we're going to let David Renfield die. Then we're going to spend 2 money and play Delay the Inevitable, because it's our turn and it's a fast. And then we're going to have Monterey Jack go. Okay, he's going to evade. He is +4 on the evasion, so we'll just do that. We're going to succeed. We are going to then investigate this. We're going to need to start fighting, aren't we? So yeah, well, so first let's investigate. We're +2. We'll commit perception to be +4. We'll succeed and draw an extra card. We always love to see deduction. We now know we can move if we need to. We're going to return magnifying glass to our hand because there's no clues at the location, and then that's a fast. We're going to get a resource, then we're going to spend 2 resources to play our bullwhip with our 4th action. Actually, we could have used one of these supplies to gain another resource, so we'll have done that. That gives us our action back, so we're going to use our fight. And we need to start killing things. So let's hit this Elder Thing Scavenger. We are +2. We're not going to get any money from this, so we're going to go +3. Of course we're going to fail. Alright, so then we go to the monster phase. Delay the Inevitable is going to prevent this damage. That's going to throw it underneath Diana. We're going to get 1 resource from that. We do have to put the top 3 in again. 1, 2, 3. And then because that went to the discard pile, we get a willpower. I forgot to remove Renfields, so this is correct. And we can now, this monster will ready and Monterey Jack will take it. That allows us to go to upkeep. Okay, well that's good. That's wonderful. We'll put a Doom on the agenda, 4 of 6, and head to encounter cards. Alright, well, Diana finally gets to play this Ward of Protection that we've been sitting on. That will throw a horror onto her. She gains a willpower, draws a card, and gets some money back from her reaction, and that gets discarded. Then we head over to here and draw for... let's make sure I played the right Ward of Protection, because, yeah, this is the upgraded one. This can be played on cards drawn by Monty. But of course, we're just going to keep drawing these 3 toughness monsters. Alright. For that, we're gonna spend 2. We're gonna play our Dark Insight. Unfortunately, we've already reacted, so we're gonna have to let that go to the discard pile. But we're just getting overwhelmed, and that's not gonna be good. So we're gonna shuffle that away. Alright, so now it's our turn. Diana's gonna go. She's gonna begin by fighting. We're gonna use our Twilight Blade to use our willpower, and then we're gonna play Dark Prophecy for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our level here is 1, so we're going to pick the skull. So it gets -1, so we succeed. Since we canceled tokens, Dark Prophecy is going to go over here. We're going to get a willpower, get a money back, and draw a card, because this is a new phase. Or sorry, a new phase. I said the right word. So we deal 1 damage with the blade with action 1, but then we can use our Soapstone to spend a charge and deal an additional damage. It does have to exhaust to do that, but that'll save us an action, so we like that. And then we'll fight again. So now we're +2, and we'll fight. That's -1, as we just discussed, so that's 3, so it will die. Alright, we have 1 action remaining, and there is a bad guy here, so we will fight it. We are +2 again. This time it's engaged with Mani, so if we hit, we will hurt Mani, but that's the nature of life sometimes. We did not, so this monster will take 1, and then it says when that happens, discard the top card of your deck and draw the weakness. That's not a weakness, so we're fine. So now it's Monterey Jack's turn. So we have this Bullwhip. We are going to attack. We're going to use our agility. So we are +2 with that. So that's -2, -1, and then 1 again, so that's a success. We could exhaust it, but that will not kill, so we're just going to discard the top card and move on. And now we're going to fight again at +2, so this is action 2. That is a -1, so we succeed. Now we're going to exhaust our Bullwhip, and that'll be all 4 damage, so we put the top 2 in. That's really unfortunate, and that's also unfortunate, although we have passed both perception and deduction, so that's actually not as bad. But losing the dire sketches is pretty rough. Alright, conveniently we've now taken care of all of the monsters, so that's good for us. I think this is a good time to move up, so we'll do that. Whenever that happens, we lose all of our clues and reveal the location. After you move here from a location below it, take one horror. So we must do that. Leo told me he would love to take that horror, so he's going to. Over here, we can grab another resource, but we don't really have a need to. So we did fight, fight, and then move. So we have one action remaining. The shroud here is 2. We are 4 to 2 because we lost our magnifying glass. I want to keep the bullwhip, and I don't feel super confident investigating at +2. Mainly because the tablets are real bad. I was fighting at +2, but I don't want to keep testing. I feel like I'm pushing my luck. So we're going to use our Dream Diary to grab back our essence. And that's Monty's turn. As you can see, I am 1 turn away from where I started, so I'm going to take a resource this time. And then we'll go to the monster phase. We've cleaned them all up, so we'll go to the upkeep. What a wonderful fair card. Alright, and Diana will ready. There's a nice combat card. Alright, things are starting to look up. We have plenty of resources. I'm glad I didn't take Takata. And we'll go to Doom on the agenda. 5 of 6, and encounter cards. Alright. Shuffle the top card of the Tequila deck into your deck, then put this into your threat area. Whenever you draw a Tequila weakness card, do it a second time. Test. Yeah, so all of that could be cool, but instead what we're going to do is say no thank you. So we're going to play Water Protection. We're going to put that under Diana, getting even stronger, taking another horror, drawing another card, and getting repaid. That goes into play. Alright, well. And then Monty's card. Alright, so you can't, yeah, nothing here matters. No one's going to be drawing cards from their deck, and you can't play new cards, but we're oh, Monty's up here, never mind. Alright, so Diana's turn is unfortunately going to be that, and since she's below, we're going to take the opportunity to play Sixth Sense while we're fully powered up. We have the ability to use our blade to start playing these cards, so we're likely going to be doing that when we expect them to be needful. So now we're going to go to Monty's turn. We're going to start investigating. So we're going to commit deduction to this test, so we're +3, and we're going to throw in the essence to be +5. Okay, we succeeded, so this gets removed. This goes over here, and we get 2 clues. 1, 2. We're going to spend 2 resources to play Aeon Chart. We're going to use Aeon Chart to investigate. We are +2. And we're just, I don't really want to test +2. Alright, so before that, we'll grab this back, we'll test +4. Alright, I'm being a little bit of a coward, but... Oh, I can't play Aeon Chart. Alright, so this has to come back into my hand, and what is it, 2? I can't play it because of this, but that just cost me an action to do the investigate. So I investigated with the cards, I drew essence, I investigated with the cards. So we're back here. I am +2, there's 1 clue on it. I can't play the boots either because of that card. I can't go up, I don't never want to go down, so... Okay, I guess we'll just test +2. Alright, we passed. Fortunate for us. Alright, so that's all of Monty's cards. Or yeah, that's all of Monty's actions. Diana did the 2 and then played Sixth Sense. So we are at upkeep. Okay, got another hand item. Monty's hands are suddenly overflowing. Alright, Doom on the agenda and encounter, or sorry, advancement. Alright, put the set aside Terror of the Stars enemy into play at the highest level location with an investigator. So that is here with Monty. This gets away at the end of the round. Each investigator at that location loses control of all of their assets and places them at their location. All of their, the special ones. So it's just this one here. Okay. Read the interlude in the campaign guide. Alright, head on up here. Alright, find each surviving expedition member, including those under control, who do not have a check mark next to their name, and choose one at random. And then, okay. So what we're going to do here, so the easiest way to do that is to take all of the assets and then shuffle them, right? Instead of recombining this whole pool and losing all the things. So we have 8 people left, and we are now losing Takata. So Takata, goodbye. So we're going to put Takata over here, which honestly, that's fine. We really don't need Takata. We haven't needed money in a while. We're just going to change this to dead and say goodbye to Takata. So let's come on back. Okay, so I can cross off their name. And if Takata was in play, we would lose them, but we didn't pick Takata because we don't need money. The game gives you so much free money that it's difficult to make a character that needs money. That said, Mani's going to grab this Terror of the Stars because it went into play at his location. And then nothing said anything about shuffling in the deck, so we're just going to keep playing. That took all of the clues. Yeah. So we are at encounter cards for Diana. So this location takes a damage if you stay here. Well, obviously Diana's going to be moving up, so that's not going to be a big deal. And then Monty takes this, has to test agility. If you fail, you take damage and lose the aspects. Oh, you have to move down. That could be unfortunate. Alright, so the test is agility. We are 5 to 3, so we're +2. I don't think we're going to get too much use out of shortcut because of the way the map works here. So we'll go +3. So we're going to succeed because our shroud here is 2. Or not our shroud, I'm sorry. Our level is 2. So we pass, so that goes away. Alright. Yeah. So it gets +3 investigator health, so 6. So it's got 9 health. And its values are equal to the location you're at. And then you move down at the end of the round if you're with it. Okay. So coming into here costs horror, which is bad. Moving into there, yeah, we might have to just move down. Maybe shortcut wasn't the right card. All right. Well, I made choices. So let's have Monty go. We're gonna start with our bullwhip, I think. We're +3. Yeah, we're +3. Let's go bullwhip. That's a success, so we're going to deal a damage. We're going to bullwhip again. Deal a damage. Bullwhip again. Deal a damage. And then I think we're going to exhaust the bullwhip to do another damage. And then we're going to play Slip Away. We're going to evade. It is elite, so the extra clauses don't matter, but we were +1 billion. So that was all of Monty's turn. Yeah. Okay, so Diana's turn is now. So Diana will come on in, and she'll start stabbing. She takes a horror when she enters. I'm actually going to... sorry, that's the wrong thing. I'm going to use the Delay the Inevitable here to block that, so I lose a willpower. I'm doing that because I just don't want to take more horror, and I want to use the other cards later. Alright, so now we're going to be fighting. We are 5 to 2, so still +3. So we're just going to fight. We pass. We pass. We pass. We're going to take back Ward 2. Which again reduces our thing. Oh, and we could use one of the soapstone charges. So we did move, fight, fight. So we did 2 fights. Oh, I did an extra fight, and the last fight was this, so I don't get this back. Never mind. But I do 3 damage. 1 from the soapstone and 2 from the fights. So we've done 7 of the 9, so that's pretty good. These things both happen at the end of the round, so we're going to control them, so I'm going to organize them like that. We're going to do upkeep. There goes the paranoia, so we can gain resources for Monty. Okay, then end of round happens. We're going to resolve Polar Vortex, put that over here, and then this just moves the investigators. It doesn't move it. But it would be engaged, actually, because it's going to ready first, right? This is end of round, yeah. So we'll give it to Diana. This is when you move into it from a location below it, so we're fine. Okay, all of this is good. So now we go to Doom in the agenda and encounter cards. Place 2 clues on your location from the pool. Yeah, I think I want to block that. So we're going to spend a resource. We're going to play this water protection from underneath us. We're going to deny existence on the horror. So that's going to generate us some money from our reaction. And then we're just going to net even on the willpower. However, we're going to deal with Tequila Lee, so we lose an action. All right, and that's done. Okay, then we grab one for us. It is 1 to 4, so we're going to get forced to move down. So Monterey Jack moves down. Then test willpower for this location, so it's 0, so we just can't fail. So this is probably the only the only willpower check Monty could pass, which is a 0. So we succeeded. So I guess this only keeps sending you down till you get to the bottom anyway. So that's fine. Conveniently, we could potentially get cards from here. So we might do that on the way back up. Yeah, so it's our turn now. We're going to have Diana begin. She's going to fight the Terror of the Stars. She is now, she's still +2 because we moved down. Sorry, she's +4 now. So this is a success. We're going to use the soapstone, and that's going to kill it. That's all 9. Remember, she lost an action to something. What did she lose an action to? It wasn't that. It wasn't this. I marked her down an action. Why would I do that? This doesn't take away actions. This we use the thing on. Yeah, no, she has actions. I don't know what that was wrong. I don't know what it was down to. So, action 1 was fighting. So now we have action 2. We know we take horror when we move in here, so it's a convenient way to get rid of David. How much time do we have? Oh, we don't have extra time at all. So it doesn't make sense to play David to get money to lose David. So I think we're just going to move up. Oh, our blade's exhausted this turn. So then never mind. Yeah, we're going to play David Renfield. We're going to exhaust him to get him money, and then because he has Doom on him, we get willpower. And then we'll draw a card. Okay, that's also good. So we're just treading water for a turn because moving in here doesn't make sense to take horror that we don't need to take, and we might want to help Monty with some things, so we'll see. Monty's going to move up, which is going to place a clue here. We're then going to investigate the location, so we're only +1. Yeah, that's why we're staying. So we can get to +2, +3. Yeah, let's go +3. Of course we will fail. So that's that. We'll grab the essence and we will investigate +3 again. That's a success, so we'll grab this clue. And that is our turn. So upkeep. Okay. Upkeep. Alright. Doom in the agenda. 3 of 8. And encounter cards. Test willpower. If your level is 4 or 5, it is not. So we are +3, so we'll just test. That is a success. Monty will take their card. Place 2 clues on your location from the pool. Well, we just struggled with that, so I don't want to do it again. So Diana's going to use the blade to play. First, we're going to get 2 money from Renfield. Then we're going to play Ward of Protection and kill off David Renfield. So that's going to cost us 2 willpower. We lose some money as well from playing the ward, and that's going to block that. So then we're going to move up, which deals us a horror, and then we will move up again. You take a damage here, which Leo can take for us. And we lose our clues. Alright. What is this one? That's the investigator one? Okay, so that's 2 actions, was move, move. This shroud level is 2, so we're +2. I feel like we're netting too many losses with this, so we're just going to play the magnifying glass. We'll be +3. We pass, and then we'll investigate again, and we pass. So we grab 2 of these clues. Alright, so Diana doesn't have her block again, because I used it to stop the clues. Yeah, I think I want to throw down this 4 of cups. I want to draw a card and draw a card. That's a perfect card to draw for what we're about to have to go through. Alright, so from there, we did 2 investigates. We'll do upkeep. Great. It would have been useful earlier. Also would have been useful earlier. Oh, Monty moved, and I moved to 2 locations, so I get to draw an extra card and get a resource. This comes into play into our threat area. If your location can be investigated, you cannot move except by scenario card effects. If you succeed, instead of clues, discard this. Okay, that's fine. So basically it just passes the investigation test before you can move. So that's fine. That was Monty's ability at the end of his turn. We're just retrofitting it. Oh, I should have got an extra card. We'll take a money from when the guy moved us down. Oh, no, that was end of turn. Never mind. End of round, rather. Alright, so Doom on the agenda. 3 of 8 and encounter card. Test. So we're even. The penalty is damage and assets. So we care more about the assets. So we'll go +3. We succeeded. Didn't need to do anything. Cool. Shuffle the top card of the Tequila Lee deck. We are not at the same location, so it doesn't matter. Diana can't help. So this is happening. So we're going to grab top card of the Tequila Lee deck. Shuffle it in. Maybe she'll make the test for us eventually, but that's fine. So Diana's going to go first. She's going to move up. Upon moving up, she's going to use Deny Existence to block the horror. That gets us some money and a willpower and draws us a card. Okay. So the way this works is we have to either take horror or discard the cards. We're going to use the blade to play Deny Existence, or actually we're going to play I've Had Worse. To block one of the instances of horror, so that gets us a resource, and then we will lose the other 2. We'll keep a Deny Existence here. So we go down to 3. We have 1 from the 4 and 1 from this. Okay. That's unfortunate, but that's the life we're leading. That's move 1. Then we're going to move 2 to come up here, and that's going to give us a damage from moving into the location. We're going to play Safeguard, so that way we can move around. And that is our turn. Alright, Monty's going to investigate. We are +3, as we said a moment ago. That's going to be a success, so we're going to discard this so we can move. We're going to play our hiking boots. We're going to investigate, which is a success. And we're going to investigate, which is a success. And we have not started away from our current location, so that will not work out. But it is a success, and we got the last clue from our location, so we can use our hiking boots to move up. Diana can use her safeguard to follow, but first we have to see what's here. After you move it, get the top card of the Tequila Lee deck. So yeah, they're both going to take that. So Monterey Jack would get in first, and then Diana would follow. Alright, so we're pretty far up the mountain, almost at the peak. And then when we enter a new location, we lose the clues from the previous one, per the agenda. Alright, so that's all of our turns. So we go to upkeep. Tequila Lee, and then this says, whenever you do it, wait, resolve the effects like you drew, yeah, so do it twice. So we're going to do this twice. So take a horror. So 1, 2. Okay, and then it goes to the bottom of the Tequila Lee deck still, I believe. Whoop. Just the 1. Yeah, just do it an extra time. Okay. And then for Diana, upkeep. Alright, finally a combat spell. It's been the whole mission. I know we discarded one to one of those cards earlier, right? Or was it two? Maybe that's what happened. Let's take a peek. I know we lost that one, and I guess we had the Spectral Razor for our guy. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we are at um, Doom on the Agenda is where we're going. Yep. And then encounter cards. Okay. Test agility. The penalty is damage and moving down. Drawing more Tequila Lee isn't the worst. She doesn't have any way to really modify her agility. We can commit manual dex to this, so she's +2 now. Of course, she'll fail by 1. So you're going to have to take the damage. Go away. I don't know why this is being... Alright, we're just going to drag it. Alright, so it's 2 damage, which Diana can take. And then lose the assets, which is more of a big deal because it's such action economy. And then move down, right? Yep. Alright, and then over here, test agility. We're +2, so we're fine. We'll test that. That's -1, so we pass. Alright, so we're going to have Diana go first. She's going to come back in, which is going to give her another Tequila Lee card, because that's every time you move in. Then she's going to spend 3 to drop down Shriveling. So that's 1, that's 2, and then she's going to investigate at -1. If I hit a symbol, I can turn it into a pass. Yeah, so we'll test at -1 with Sixth Sense. Okay, well, can't do that one. Alright, so that's fine. So now it's Monty's turn. Monty will play Aeon Chart. As action 1, we'll use Aeon Chart to investigate. We are even. Actually, it's not great. Instead, give me that back. We will draw a card. Of course we will. Discard an asset you control and place Tequila Lee on the... Okay, so to lose 2 assets. Well, based on where we are, it's going to be the boots. And... oh man, I really don't want to lose the magnifying glass. We're actually +1 to investigate. I don't want to lose the bullwhip. It's the bullwhip. It's the bullwhip. We gotta trust in Diana's combat to carry the rest of this. Alright, so then I guess we'll draw another card because we know that we're out of weaknesses. That's perfect, although we don't have financial resources. I guess we just get 2 resources? Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna get 2 resources. Okay. Oh, I played the Aeon Chart. I gotta pull that back as well. Because I drew 2 cards, gained 2 resources. We're looking to play this next turn and be ready to go. And then Diana just moved to the location and failed. So we're at upkeep. Cool. Okay. Tequila Lee, take 1 damage. We'll take that. Sure. And then it goes to the bottom of the Tequila Lee deck. Okay, Doom on the Agenda and encounter cards. Peril. Draw the top card of the Tequila Lee deck and resolve its effects. Shuffle it into the deck instead. Okay. This is just... yeah, we can't do that. So we're just going to draw the top card of the Tequila Lee deck. And then do it, which would be take a horror. So we're going to block that with deny existence from under the blade. And then shuffle it into your deck instead of doing it. Instead of putting it on the bottom. Okay. That's unfortunate, but that's the way it played out. And then Monty's. So Monty's going to lose 2 actions. Alright. Well, that was a super awesome turn. So Monty's 2 actions are going to be to get a money and then play Dr. Milan, which will lose Leo, and then the extra action. Ha ha ha. Alright, Diana gets to go. Things are not looking great. Let's test away blast from... No, let's investigate the location. The same plate, yes. So we spend 2. Oh wait, I lost a brain. So yeah, I would have tested this because this is 3, right? Yeah, I'll test that instead. I play the counter spell. The counter spell removes the token, so it becomes a pass. I get this, I draw a card, and that goes away. That's action 1. Action 2, we play the rosary, and then we are now even. And then let's heal, was it 2 damage? Yeah, we'll heal 2 damage from Diana with our final action. Okay, that's everything. So upkeep for Diana. Okay, upkeep for Monty. Okay. Doom on the agenda, 6 of 8, and encounter cards. Alright. Oh boy, and we can't do a thing about that, so that's probably just the end of the mission, because we're not going to be able to get up to the peak and get the clues. Alright, so... so Diana can start, she'll use Spectral Razor, so she's 7 to 3 is 4, so she succeeds and does 3 damage. Then she'll fight again. Now she is +1. Just use the blade, I guess. We'll go +2. Success. And then we'll investigate. We're even. And we'll fail. So that's 3 for Diana. I'll investigate. I am +2. That's an auto fail. I love you too, game. I will quick thinking to be +3. That's a pass with the extra action back. Milan will give me money. And I get a clue. I will spend 2 to play Aeon Chart. And then I will use it to investigate +2. Fail. I'll investigate. Success. We're going to try. I mean, we're not officially dead, although I think we are. So we go upkeep over here. Tequila Lee is to take a horror. We'll put that on the rosary. Upkeep for Monty. Doom on the agenda, 7 of 8, and encounter cards. Test agility. So we are even, no modifiers here. We'll go +1. Our level's way too high, so that's going to be 2 damage. So 1, 2. Over here. Tequila Lee. Okay. Take a damage and then shuffle it in. We're going to shuffle it into Diana's deck because she prefers those kind of cards. And she can grab Danforth next round. Alright, let's try to get these clues, I guess. So we'll start by investigating at +2. We pass. We would have used Aeon Chart for that. We get another resource. We'll try it again. We succeed. Oh, I forgot my card last turn when I moved up here. It doesn't matter though. Alright, so then we didn't move yet, but we'll take this. So that's action 1, and then we'll move up. Diana will safeguard with us. Yeah. When it's revealed, add another token. Okay. Clues here can only be discovered by investigating. And yeah. We have to get 6 clues, and we have 4 actions with no ways to get extra, but sure. That's we're 6-3. Actually, that's a success. Are we gonna be one short right now? Is it gonna be that we didn't pick this up and that's gonna kill us? Okay. Well, we're gonna investigate. We're +1. We fail. What is this? There isn't one, so that's fine. So that ends anything of note. We don't have any damage on either of the allies, so that's good. Nothing else matters that I could think of, but whatever. I'll just investigate twice more. That's a pass. That's a fail automatically. Alright. So we've gotten this, and we do upkeep to Keely Lee, of course. Did I shuffle? I don't remember if I shuffled. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like, even if I take the, I guess it comes out of the deck. I think I did shuffle. Yeah. And then we come over here, and Diana draws. Not this. Upkeep's the card I wanted. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get this, because we go to 8, which advances, and we flip. Nobody's resigned, so resolution 2. Resolution 2. No resolution was reached, yep. In your campaign log, the team found another way through the mountains. We get the display, cross off the supplies recovered, and record the damage. Okay, well, in the display is 6, so that's pretty good. Alright, there's 1 here, and then on each of the locations. Yeah, not bad. We only left 1 XP hanging. And what was it? We found another way through the mountains. So we lose all of these things. And then in state 1, found another way through the mountains. Alright, do that. We're going to get all that. Nobody took damage, so we just move on into Endless Night 2, which is going to be similar. So we lost Takata this time. So here's their card. It is a... Ooh, let's see. So the difference between Takata's Cash and Takata is that this is a fast, and it draws a card, and it removes itself from the game. So I think we're going to meet Takata. We're going to meet Avery again, because we're going to want to remove the card, and we're going to grab Kensler. So we're going to do this. She gives you... Wait. It is recorded, so it's this time. So no, sorry, we're here. It is here, this. Dr. Kensler is on the verge of understanding. Typing too quickly. Alright, alright, let's come back here. So we did Kensler. We're doing Claypool to take another token out, because we definitely don't want to get too overrun with these. We've already got a bunch in. So we want to take as many out as possible. And then Takata, since they're crossed out, so we can get the memorial card. Okay. Nope, I didn't mean to flip it, but it doesn't seem like it cares. So then we're going to put that into Jack's deck as well, helping them recover from being down in experience. Alright, Restful Night 2, or Endless Night 2. We have not played Fatal Mirage. Check to see if there are 3 or more names crossed out. There aren't, there's only 2. So now we're going to move to the City of the Elder Things. Alright, so that's scenario 3, and we'll see everyone tomorrow night. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream tonight. Good night.